Hi guys, it's Wendy from the Barrington Library. I'm going to show you how to do our project to grow the Grinch's heart with a balloon and a couple of great ingredients. First I want to just see, I don't know if you know the story about how the Grinch stole Christmas. We have it in the book form, we have it in a movie, it's on TV, and I hope that you get to see it this season because it's a great story. I just wanted to read a little part in here near the end of the story. After the Grinch had tried to steal everything and do away with Christmas, all the people in Whoville came out in the morning and they sang and they were joyful and happy to be together. And here's the part of the story that we're going to do our experiment because of. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons, it came without tags, it came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled there 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. So that was a pretty amazing story that at the end his heart grew 3 sizes. So we want to do this fun experiment with you. I'm going to turn the camera down and let you see what you're going to be getting. In your kit to grow the Grinch's heart, you will receive a green balloon because the Grinch was green. You will, receive a couple pieces of cutout paper that when the time comes, you're going to roll it together and tape this with a piece of tape from home and make a little funnel, and you can snip off the end, and we're going to use that funnel with our ingredients. So I made a couple already. I don't know if you can see that I taped them with Scotch tape, and I cut the end off just so that it's a nice little round hole. So I have 2 of them. You're going to get a container with vinegar in it, and this little bag here has baking soda in it that we can find in our homes. You also get a red marker because we want to paint the heart on the Grinch's balloon, and an empty bottle. So let's get us started. What we want to do is take our balloon first, and this is a little difficult to hold down while you're drawing. Don't know if you want to have your parents help you maybe hold it and see if you can draw a heart on your balloon. So I think I'm just going to hold it like this and open it up. There we go. And it might not be perfect this first time, but I'm going to show you a trick that I had. There and there. So I drew a heart in there. Now I'm going to fill it in so the whole heart is red. But even though the red marker is pretty dark here, when our balloon blows up, it won't be as dark. So what I'm going to have you do is maybe your mom or dad or you can blow this balloon up yourself. And it's going to help it later on if we blow it up once in the beginning. It helps the balloon stretch in case it's really hard. So I'm going to blow this. And hold the bottom. And see how faint that heart looks? It's just not very dark. It's a little messy too. So I'm going to take my red marker again. Whoops. And I'm going to trace where the heart was. I'm actually going to make this side a little bit bigger. And then trace where this heart was. And that might even be enough, but I'm going to color it in because I really want this to show up. So if you have somebody hold the balloon for you, maybe you can color it in. It's not going to be perfect. It's hard to color on a balloon. See how it's moving? But I'm going to color it in. Now this side. I have to hold on to my balloon at the same time, so maybe if you have somebody to hold your balloon, it will make it better for you. I don't want to let the air out. sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Right down the middle to make sure I've got the middle covered. Pretty good. All right, so I'm going to put my cap back on. And I'm going to let the air out. Wow, look how dark that heart is now on our balloon. So that's great. Now our balloon is ready. And what we're going to do is, first we're going to put our vinegar in this bottle. When you open this, be real careful that it doesn't spill. And I'll warn you, if you're not used to it, vinegar is pretty strong smelling. You use vinegar when you're going to make pickles and things like that. So it's pretty strong smelling. I'm going to take one of my little cones. And it's only paper, but it sits in my bottle pretty good. And I'm going to pour this vinegar into my cone very carefully. So it goes right down the middle of it. There we go. Whoa, yay, no drips on me. If I did, my fingers would smell like vinegar. Now cover that up. And I could take this cone out now. We're not going to use it. It's all done. And it got wet a little bit, that's okay. But now my vinegar is sitting in there. The next thing we have to fill is our balloon. So we're going to use another cone, and we're going to use this baggie. I don't know if you have scissors at home. I'm going to cut a little bit of one corner off of my baggie. And then it's going to make it easy for me to pour it into the cone. I'm going to set that down careful. I'm going to put my cone into my balloon as far as I can. Make sure it's in there. Stick it right down in. Yeah, there. And I'm going to hold it where it's in so it doesn't fall off. And now that's like a nice little opening. So when I hold this bag by the top, I'm going to tip it this way. I'm going to tip it so it starts to pour out. Whoop. I'm going to hold it closer to the bottom. There we go. And it pours in there. There it goes. We want it to pour all in. And it's going to fill up in the bottom of our balloon. There we go. Awesome. All right, so now it's still going down. Oh, there it is. All gone, finally. Again, I can take out my cone. Now we're done with that cone. And there's some baking soda in there now. We're going to be careful as we put it on to keep our balloon down. Don't let it lift up because we don't want baking soda to go in yet. And this is a little bit of a hard stretch. You're going to have to stretch open your balloon. Ooh, and it's pretty strong. And put it over top of your water bottle. Ooh. Woo, just made it. There we go. And now I'm going to lift this heart up to see what it does. I want to lift my camera a little bit too in case it gets pretty tall. And we're going to lift our heart. Now when the Grinch sees those people all happy, his heart is going to grow. Whoa! Look at this. Whoa, it did it. That was a really cool chemical reaction. Look at that. There's actually still some of that powder left in the bottom. There it is. Wow, I think our ink was still a little wet, so it didn't stretch the right way. But that was pretty cool. What this did, it made all that fizzy, foamy. It's just like carbon dioxide. Like when you get a carbonated soda. It's a pretty cool reaction. And I thought it was pretty fun. I hope you get to try this out. And I hope you grow your Grinch's heart pretty good. Thanks, guys. We'll see you around. Have a great day. Bye-bye.